mind. Shit, shut up, speak your mind. Hey, on your grind. Wait, when you speak your mind.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Speak Your Mind 2.0. Took it to the O. I'm your boy JD Sports Nation.
It's your boy S.Y. Seth.
It's your boy T.Y.
The King. And we're back, man. You know, Super Bowl weekend is coming up very soon. You know, you got two amazing quarterbacks. A GOAT in the making of Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. The actual GOAT, Tom Brady, as much as it pains me to say it. Cheating or not. Deflating, whatever. You name it, kissing your kids on the lips. Doesn't matter.
You gotta put that clip in. Yeah, I get to kiss my son.
Oh, what? I said that, didn't I?
Yeah, I get to kiss my son.
Definitely an intriguing matchup, man. So without no further ado, we're gonna go ahead and give us predictions of what we would think happened. So, Seth, why don't you go ahead and start us off? Who played the biggest key factor in the game for the Bucks, and then for the Chiefs side?
Okay. For the Chiefs side, well, granted, it all depends on how Mahomes feels. You know, he's been battling that turf toe or his big toe since the Browns game. So, you know, he's been going through that. But if he's 100%, and everybody else is 100%, and also if Sammy Watkins comes back fully healthy as well, I feel like the offense will be running in full capacity and full strength. So, and for the Bucks, I mean, the run game, Leonard Fournette, I feel like that'll be a key part for Tom Brady. You already know what they got with the weapons with Gronk and AB and Mike Evans and Godwin. So,
well, remember, AB is still questionable right now.
He's still questionable.
And then on the defensive side, Antoine Winfield. So they're looking good to go, but you don't know for sure.
In my opinion, I believe it's going to be mostly for like who's ever defense is going to make the stop, because you already know you got two explosive offenses that can score whenever they want at will. So it's really bend but don't break mentality for both defenses, in my opinion. So whoever can do that will be your Super Bowl champ.
The two underrated defenses that's definitely shown you throughout this postseason. The Buccaneers have always been a very good playmaking defense.
Right.
So a team that can cause turnovers, and that's one thing they've been a stickler for this whole year is causing turnovers. And during the playoffs, you've seen it every game.
Yeah.
They can cause turnovers. So with them, like you said, becoming more of a, hey, Tom Brady's going to win you this game. You guys just don't have to mess up and just keep you guys afloat. Yeah. It also allows them to maximize some things that wasn't able to do. You've seen them, you know, they've had some very legendary guys on their team, on their roster. They got three-finger JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, and you got the Dominic Souza kicking the nuts ass.
Don't think it's a
Shaq Barrett, you know what I mean? So they have a lot of guys. Devin White. They have a lot of guys that can
get to the QB.
Right, and they're very elite. They just weren't able to show you that because of the overall structure of the team.
Because honestly, that's my X factor for both teams. It's like which defense is going to really play, is going to outdo the other defense, because we already know what the offense is going to do for both sides. You got Mahomes, who has Tyreek Hill, and like I said, if Sammy Watkins comes back, you got that, you know, trio right there. But at the same time, you got their run game too with Clyde Edwards, Laird. Don't they got another running back too?
They got Le'Veon.
Yeah, but I haven't seen that much from Le'Veon lately. So
because you remember the Super Bowl hero last year, Damian Williams, he's out for the year.
Yeah, so like really, those three is Sammy Watkins plays will play a big factor, but then also like I said, up the run game, and we already know what Tom Brady does, so that's neither here or there. But my thing is really both defenses, which teams can cause the most turnovers to put their offenses in a better way to score, and also to, let's just keep it real, this is gonna be like a tight knit game, like how it was the first time, like how it was the last time Mahomes and Brady played in the conference championship game, where it came down to the wire. And my thing is, which QB is gonna have the last minute to either drive the field to score, or just end the game with time management.
Yeah. And remember, that game ended with Tom Brady going to reliable Gronk, who at the time, once again, you know, at that time and then at the time now, gets consistently like, oh man, like underrated. Did you know that Travis Kelce and Gronkowski are the same age?
Are they really?
Yeah.
They look totally.
While Kelce's in his prime, is clearly the best tight end in the game. Gronk dominated his position and arguably the greatest tight end of all time. you know, is the same age and in the twilight of his career, but also with now less usage because they have so many playmakers, easily can.
You forget like, oh shit.
He can do this.
Yeah. You got all the weapons, like you said, Evans, Godwin, and then you throw in Gronk, and it's like.
And then AB's healthy,
like probably.
Oh, now forget Miller. What's my guy's name? Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller, his own little Wes Welker. You know, he's always had that one type of receiver that's been that for him.
Nigga burnt.
And also too, my thing was
burnt the hell out of him.
And my thing too was like when it comes to the Bucs secondary, who's gonna guard Tyreek Hill?
Well, the last time the Bucs seen, because they played each other earlier this year, the Bucs and Chiefs, Tyreek Hill had 200 yards receiving in the first half.
That was week what, 7, 8, somewhere
around that range. Yeah.
We'll put it in the clip to show y'all.
But he torched them. Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to definitely change the coverage around that to stop him. Because to me, with the Chiefs this year, they still look dominant. The quarterback got better, of course. That's going to happen with age. Mm-hmm. But different from years prior where they kind of just spread the wealth and Tyreek Hill still had his season and Kelsey. But this year it felt like they had to, like, not necessarily force feed them. It still went within the flow, but it seemed like, okay, this is the guys I'm going to, but not as much as the other guys being able to spread the wealth. Like you seen last year, granted Tyreek Hill had the suspension, so of course other guys to be more, you know what I mean, get more accustomed to, okay, you got to make this play for me. Like Sammy Watkins last year had a game where he had 200 yards receiving in the first half. Mm-hmm. So this year, now with having Kelsey and Hill for the full season, it gave me a different feel. Granted, they were 15-1, so it's not like it's not me saying that they look worse by any means. The defense looked even better. They've gotten even better. It's just the fact that they maybe can be a little bit more predictable on offense. You've seen that in a lot of their games that were closer this year that teams were starting to pick up on, okay, he's going to Tyreek Hill or he's going to Travis Kelsey. Now, what I don't think they're going to be my X factor for the Chiefs on offense was Kelsey. I don't think they have anything they can do to stop Kelsey. Kelsey is been Mahomes' security blanket every time. It's not Hill. Hill can be that, but
to a certain extent.
And don't get me wrong, remember the catch he had in the Super Bowl last year, that, you know, basically brought them back in the game where Mahomes just threw it. I think it was like a 3rd and 20.
Yeah, it was like a 3rd and something.
It was a punt, nigga. He
just caught that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, but I think Kelsey is going to be that. He's going to have to be that guy for him. Right. He's going to have to be dominant. I don't think
so. You think he's going to put like he's going to put up like a Gronk?
He's going to have to. I think he's going to have to. It's going to be I think he's going to have a 10 to 13 reception type game, which could be a record.
Like a $190, close to 200.
Well, yeah, $150, 200 range. He's going to have to, man, because I think they're going to do something to try to contain Hill, which is going to make you look at, okay, maybe Sammy Watkins or maybe Hartman's going to be that guy, but I just don't have enough faith in them. So I feel like Travis Kelsey is the X factor on offense. On defense,
Honey Badger, of course.
I actually don't think he's Honey Badger. Granted, he's their X factor. Like, I don't think it's an X factor. Like, you know what you're going to get with Tyrann Mathieu.
Correct.
And granted, you could be right because he's going to be the person that he's going to have to read off Tom Brady, the signals he's calling at the line, the audibles he sees, this, that, and that. But you're not going to outsmart Tom.
At the same time, you got to actually get to Tom Brady.
That's why I say the X factor is the D-line. Mm-hmm. You look at every Super Bowl that Tom Brady has lost, excluding the shootout against the Eagles. The most devastating ones he's lost to, mainly the Giants.
Yeah.
He lost because they got pressure back to him. Mm-hmm. Even if you look at the conference games or any games that he struggled with through the playoffs, you got to get pressure back there. If you can get consistent pressure on Tom Brady, they're going to win the game.
How you were talking about the storylines just now. The storylines for this Super Bowl is just like
the torch.
Yeah, it's the torch.
The passing of the torch. You got first home team to host the Super Bowl. I just feel like the storylines for the Super Bowl just build up in a way for Tom Brady to win this a little bit.
So give your prediction.
I want the Chiefs to win very badly. I want Mahomes.
We all do.
I want Mahomes to get this chip, but it's just I feel like everything is just building up. And just making it seem like this nigga Tom Brady is going to win another Super Bowl.
Because like we said, this man has been winning almost every Super Bowl our entire childhood.
I was just about to say that. Like, our whole lifetime, we have seen this nigga in the Super Bowl, basically.
Every time.
Every time. So it's like,
and you forget about the times he didn't make the Super Bowl, but it's like still he's won most of them.
right? Exactly. That's the best way to say it.
But to go to the point, so you have the Buccaneers winning, right?
What score prediction? What you got the?
I don't know. Honestly, score wise, I don't know. I think we're gonna get like a high scoring Super Bowl for real.
I'll say that in a way.
You don't feel like it? I want to say we going. I see at least like mid-30s.
Okay. Now me, you kind of thinking the same.
Mid-30s, like for real, I could really say first team to 50 might win this bitch. To be honest, I'm really feeling like that right now. But maybe like I want to say like 38. 38-28? So,
No.
I don't know. So I might
that's
go
when you
with
lost me on that one. I'm like, no.
No. So I might just say 38-28 right now.
Nah.
Bucks. But yeah.
Nah.
I disagree only because, like I said, both defenses are too good for that. The reason why the Eagles and Patriots were a high-scoring game is because both offenses, the offense the Eagles ran had a playbook that you had never
seen before.
If it's going to be high-scoring, it will be a blowout. You do not want to play high-scoring with the Chiefs. You will lose. The only reason why the Rams won is because it was a regular season game. You're not winning that way.
Sure.
You're not winning. I think it will be a two-score game. I think you're going to see a pivotal turnover be the reason why the score ends up being a two-score game. I'm going Bucks. I'm going more towards a 31-24 or 31-26. Right there.
That's fair.
I see right there. I really change that. 31-17. I really see 31-17 because I really think I don't think Pat Mahomes is there yet where I think he's going to be that guy to dominate a Super Bowl from start to finish. He's not in his prime yet. A lot of people think this is his prime. He's not in his prime yet.
Because I was about to say how we seen last year. You know how he started off pretty slow.
All the great QBs have a game managing type Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the personnel. The greats like Joe Montana and stuff like that. Joe Montana plays better in playoffs than he did regular season.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So it definitely depends on the matchup. But this type of matchup, I don't see going well in this type of setting for Pat Mahomes. I hope you prove me wrong.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
But don't be shocked if we see another.
But I see Tom doing it, man. I just think with the momentum, I think 31-17 Tom.
Like I said, it's going to come down to the defenses because I already know what the offense is going to do. My thing is, like I said, it's defense and who has the last possession, whether to win the game or time manage the game. That's overall for me. I think Mahomes does take the torch in this, so I'm going to go with Chiefs. And I'm going to say 35-21.
35-21.
That's fair. That's a great score. I think that really, if the Chiefs win, I really agree with that score. Like a lot. I really do.
Because like you said, it's going to come down between like turnovers and where in the game do you make those turnovers.
Yeah.
And if it's in the fourth quarter and the Chiefs have like a good lead on the Bucks where they can shut them out, then it's kind of a done deal. Because you don't want to get into a shootout with the Chiefs like you said, because they'll just, all right, boom, we'll come right back and score. Now we'll go back out there and try to do the same thing.
I will say this. For the Bucks, the most pivotal drive will be the first drive of the third quarter. And for the Chiefs, their most pivotal moment of the game will be the second drive of the second quarter.
It's just to get a feel of
where you think the game will go. Those drives will tell you where the game's going to go.
Well, it all depends who receives and who defers.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
With the Chiefs, it does not matter.
It don't matter.
It does not matter. That's why I said that. That's why I said those specific drives, no matter what. I'm not saying who gets the ball because it doesn't matter in this type of game. In the Super Bowl, with these type of teams, it would not matter who kicks or who receives. Because if Tom got it going, this is going to be a 4-quarter game. If Pat got it going,
it might end in like 2. It might be over in 2 quarters.
It might be over in 2 quarters. Because if they don't have anything to stop Kelsey, Hill, then if Sammy Watkins get off, and then you get a kick-off return type thing.
And then you add in that run game with Edwards, Hilaire.
It's a wrap.
But and at the same time, it's the same thing with the Bucks. Like if Brady going, if all the receivers are going, if Fournette going.
It's different though. I don't think the Chiefs, if they see the Buccaneers get going, the Chiefs is gonna be like, okay. All right, Pat, you ready? So it's gonna be one of those things. You see them going. They're just gonna be looking. This is gonna be a 4-quarter game. That's how they're gonna look. This is a 4-quarter game. We gotta keep this pressure. We gotta, you know what I mean? But they're gonna be looking at the defense. You need to make a shot. So yeah, it definitely won't matter who receives or who kicks. It definitely is gonna be on the Chiefs defense. Okay, we gotta get a stop. If they can get the Tom early, this could be one of those type of games. I still don't see the Chiefs blowing the Buccaneers out.
No.
In a Super Bowl against Tom Brady.
And it's in tandem, so like, nah, you ain't doing that on their home turf. Nah. So now Super Bowl MVPs, who y'all got? If teams that y'all picked to win.
You got the Bucs winning.
Make it short and sweet. Tom Brady. Walk away with another one.
For me, I want to say Tom Brady. I know it's going to be Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to think outside the box on this, but it's Tom Brady. I think Deion Branch is the only person to win a Super Bowl MVP that Tom Brady won outside of it. Because you know he robbed the Patriots defense against the Rams. And then Malcolm Butler didn't get the Super Bowl MVP for that, did he?
No.
Did he?
I think he did. No, he didn't.
He didn't. He just got to play. I think Tom Brady gave him the card. That's what it was. He gave him the card for the game. Yeah.
He got the ball. He got the game ball in the car.
And the starting job. They got benched 2 Super Bowls later. Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But no, it will be Tom Brady. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Although, like I said, Devin White has been on a roll. To me, it's been the MVP this whole playoffs. Tom Brady has not been the MVP for the Buccaneers.
Like
it's been White.
Because like when they picked him out of LSU, I'm like, that's really gonna fit.
Yeah, they got a playmaking, aggressive, versatile defense.
He's a short linebacker that can play in coverage and still come up in the box and sack QB. So yeah. But like for me, I think it's gonna be between Mahomes and Kelsey.
Okay. I agree with that. If the Chiefs win, I definitely think. I think it'll be Kelsey. What do you think this game does for Brady if he wins, and then what do you think this does for Mahomes if he wins?
Well, like we said, if Mahomes wins, this is all right. This is your league now. You take the reins. You take the reins as the new QB, face of the NFL in a way. With Brady, if he wins, what can you say more about me? You can say I cheated, you can say I did this, you say I did that, but at the end of the day, you can't tell me I'm not a winner and I don't know how to win.
Same thing. I mean, it really, in my eyes, it won't really mean that much to me for Tom Brady. He's already solidified. He already put in his work. He's already built status. So it'll just be another notch under his belt. But for Mahomes, I agree. It'll be like, hey, you are the new face of the NFL. You are the golden boy now. The keys are in your hands. So that's what I'm gonna go for.
And it's just funny, like real quick before we get to you, it's just funny how I'm just now kind of thinking like how we kind of put in light about certain NFL players that they win versus NBA players and how they win if they're like dominant in their perspective, like, you know, range and shit. Like, and I hate to say it, like, look at Brady and look at LeBron, like 2 GOATs of their representative sports. You know, LeBron gets this X amount of criticism, but yet you can't get mad at him when he does win. Same name with Brady. You get mad at him on stuff he does, but you can't get mad at him for winning. Both been to both championships like the same amount of time, so it's like, what can you really say?
It's just that Brady is one more. It's the only issue.
Like, let LeBron win like at least 5 or 6 rings and still be able to continuously do that.
Then
you really can't say nothing.
Then that's when Brady and LeBron are very comparable as far as their duration of their careers. But to go towards that, I think that for Brady, if he wins, I think it solidifies him being the GOAT and no one being the threat for another decade.
Right.
Because I think this hurts Mahomes in a way of Mahomes will have to do some Brady or LeBron type shit
Just go on a crazy
and go on a crazy run and win like, okay, 9 Super Bowls, 8 Super Bowls in a row, and then be the Super Bowl MVP, have 5 MVPs, you know what I mean? Stuff like he would have to literally.
His accolades about to double.
He would have to double and then go on a crazy run to do that. That's not very realistic. So with Tom Brady, him beating Pat Mahomes, that Pat Mahomes is the only guy you can look at in the NFL right now. For the next decade, this guy can be the greatest of all time, for sure. Only guy. You look, Deshaun Watson, is he as talented somewhat?
Yes.
Yeah. But can you realistically say that he's going to have what Pat Mahomes already has now? No. Pat Mahomes came in already 5,000 yards, passing yard season, breaking records, MVP, a play away from being in the Super Bowl. Next year wins the Super Bowl MVP. That's stuff that he already has going for him. So if he wins this, I think he goes right there in top 10 QB of all time, or top 50, top 10, top 15. And I think that his confidence, everything going forward, I think he starts to go down that path, man.
Well, we all gonna see Sunday, so we already set our picks. So all we gotta do is just watch Sunday and go from there.
We'll see, man. Make sure you comment down below and let us know you guys' picks and who you guys' MVP will be. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm your boy JD Sports Nation.
It's your boy Seth.
It's your boy TY.
And that's gonna do it, man. Split that thing.
Speaking your mind, that's what I be talking about. I'm speaking my mind,